Chickens.
Hi, guys.
Oh, we came and went.
I don't know how to stop it.
Stop what?
The music. Still playing for you?
No, my music's not playing either.
Oh.
Hi. What's up, everybody?
Hi.
Where's Demetrius at?
I don't know where he went. Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Where? Oh, there he is. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. It's it's Tuesday, December 1st, 2020. In the year of our Lord. It's a beautiful day today. We've got a level 1 snow emergency out there.
Oh my God, do we really?
I totally forgot I signed up for those texts.
Yes, you did. Hey, your mic's not working either. Just letting you know. All right, we've got I see Demetrius and
Then how did you hear me?
Sugar Vermont and Eastside Southside Gina. Don't be an asshole. Ashley P. Demetrius are all here. Welcome to the show. All right, there we go.
Sugar, you're popping and locking.
So we have a new. What's that mean?
Her phone is popping.
Oh, okay. Well, why is she using her computer? She's got a microphone. Anyway, we are here. It's a brand new platform that we're trying out. So there are going to be some glitches that we're working out. But appreciate you tuning in this morning. And of course, we had technical difficulties yesterday. So hopefully those are all worked out. We'll be good today, hopefully. And yes, it is a snow emergency today. Snowmageddon. Dimitri, what?
My problem is from watching the news yesterday, I walked outside expecting 17 feet of snow.
That's what you get from watching the news.
And that is like, it's just so frustrating. It's meteorologists and wizards are the only people that can do I just don't get it. It upsets me. If you would just come on the news and say, hey, we're expecting a snowstorm, blah, blah, blah. If it gets bad, we'll cut in and start telling you like if we're expecting more. But they, from the jump, was like, it's a blizzard. We get your toilet paper and COVID in before blah, blah, blah.
It's everything people hate about the news. I mean, it's the weather, it's the blowing out of Corona's bad. The weather's bad. It's like, hey, it's snowing, it's bad out there, but it's almost like they're trained to make it sound worse so that it justifies being on the news. You don't have to make it sound worse. We know what snow is. You know what a snowmageddon is.
Do we really know what snow is? Because like every year it snows like an inch, and people in Toledo have forgotten what snow is, and they freak out.
True.
It's because of the news, though. Like, you would never, ever in any other job besides like a meteorologist or a baseball player, like have the ability to be right half the time and be called great. Like, you would never go to a doctor who had the batting average of some of these meteorologists. 65% of the time, I'm calling a snowstorm. Well, if I went to a surgeon and he was like, hey, 65% of my patients make it off the table, I'd be like, I'm going to need a better surgeon.
Yeah, that does not work. Oh, man. I don't know. Are we done? We're supposed to get like 8 inches. I see an inch on the ground.
It's supposed to be done. It's supposed to be done snowing here at 8:00 in the morning.
Yeah, that's all we get. I'm not complaining about, but I'm just saying they said like 8 inches.
Whatever. I got my snow day.
This is like when you ask a dude how big he is.
Yeah,
kind of. This is that 8 inches.
Dude, so you know what? This is like, honestly, you could never have sex with a meteorologist then, because as a man, he lies. And then as a meteorologist, he lies. So he's like, I'm bringing 16 feet of dick to this relationship, 16 feet of dick. And it'll look like ground clutter, in the morning. But by the time noon hits, there's 16 feet of dick. And you're like, okay, it's noon. I got 3 inches of dick.
What happened?
And he's like, well, the system broke up before it actually hit the area. And we did some miscalculating, and we apologize.
And of course, Georgia says typical men lying about their inches.
First of all, why would you want to be with a girl who needed like 16 inches?
No, it's so much pressure.
Like, I want to be with a girl who's like, my vagina is super small. So if you bring more than 4 to the party, this is going to be ridiculous.
Right. I don't need 8 hamburgers.
Yeah. I
need one really good one.
Yeah. I want your vagina to look like a ramekin.
I've decided my lot in life is the perfect woman for me is a chubby, chastened virgin, because I don't have I don't have to change anything about myself.
Right.
And then when we do have sex, she has nothing to compare it to.
Right.
So it's just like, oh, so that's what all the hype was about.
Yeah. It's like, hey, Chris, why are you only dating like Amish women? Because they don't know shit about electricity. Come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can hear you, sugar.
Well, then laugh at my funny jokes.
What'd you say?
Well, when you say something funny, we'll laugh.
I know. I didn't
You bitch. See, that was hilarious.
By the way, Sugar wanted to talk about some goofy shit that I don't even know what she's talking about. The Utah monolith. She's like, I have to talk.
Yes.
You ever
How do
seen
you
these
not know
monoliths?
what? First of all, how do you not know what that is about?
No idea. The Utah
Okay,
monolith.
then you're not paying attention to the
He
interwebs
knows
at
who
all.
won Dancing with the Stars, but he doesn't know about monoliths just popping up all over the world.
Yeah, this freaking monolith popped up in the middle of the Utah desert at like a super inaccessible place, and like people happened to find it. They were like, they were scouting like cattle herds or something. They're like, hold on, what's that shiny thing at this super inaccessible? And it was like this creepy like 2001 Space Odyssey monolith. So the fucker disappeared yesterday, and a new one has appeared in Romania.
What is a monolith?
Yeah.
Oh
It's like
man,
a little obelisk, but it's like made out of metal, and it's like an obelisk.
sugar.
Think
You can't
2001:
use
A Space Odyssey.
you can't use you can't use a big word to describe a big word to
I
end it.
know.
You can't. You have to.
She goes, what's a monolith? It's like an obelisk. Oh, okay. I would have never put those two together had you not have set them both together like that.
Think the George Washington Monument. Think that,
But little.
but
That's
smaller
really weird. That's
Bite
weird.
size.
and middle
Right?
and metal.
So
like
what?
a-
Definitely
it's-
aliens.
It's like a tall.
What in the
skinny
Transformers
pyramid.
is going on?
So what? But big deal. Someone put a steel piece in the ground and then took
But
it out.
and didn't tell anyone,
Yes.
and like in a really inaccessible place,
Uh.
and like the new one has like symbols and shit on it.
It's called performance art. This is what you get.
Well, then it's
This
working
is-
on me because
Yeah,
I
this is-
One popped up in Romania too.
yeah. Uh-huh.
But so what? We have the interwebs. You know, we are connected to the world now. People said, I'm going to put a steel beam in the ground over here, and I'm going to take it out, and it's going to be a big deal. And then you put a steel beam in Romania, my Romanian friend.
Counterpart.
Yeah, big. I don't understand the big deal.
I don't think there's a big cross section between people in Utah and people in Romania.
Well, Chris, I'm glad you pointed that out
The
because
Venn diagram on that doesn't mix.
well, why doesn't it mix, Chris? At what point did you determine that there is not a lot of connection between Utah and Romania?
Yeah,
How long did you spend researching that?
white people in Romania.
Yeah. He's
White
like, I'm white. Nobody sent me a letter. I didn't hear about it.
Exactly. Come on, Tivo, stop.
I'd like for you to find 10 people in the entire state of Utah that know that Romania A exists and B where it is on a map.
But it only takes one. That's the point. It only takes one to put a steel beam in the ground.
it's a monolith.
And it's like 11 feet tall. It's huge.
Yeah, it's a fancy monolith. And here's the thing, like the park rangers wouldn't even tell people where it is because they didn't want people looking for it and having to get rescued. That's how remote it was. But of course, Reddit found out where it was like within 10 minutes. Those little nerds clickety clicking, finding some shit out.
That's you. You hang out on Reddit too much. That's the problem. Those are the only people that care about monoliths and obelisks or whatever the fuck you said.
Oh my God. Did you not go to school, boy? Shit.
Did you not watch 2001: A Space Odyssey?
No, I don't watch stupid space movies. My movies have to be
First
based.
of all, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes.
my
There's no
my,
such thing
my,
as a stupid space movie.
my movies have to be based in some sort of reality. Like people.
So
flying
space travel's not a reality?
No, I'm talking about monsters in space and orbits and all this.
Orbits are also real.
Okay,
Orbits
you really need to watch 2001: A Space Odyssey because you just described nothing of it.
I don't know. I have no idea.
You just mentioned orbits. You don't believe in orbits? Like you don't think we're orbiting the sun?
Or like Keanu Reeves. You guys watch these dumb movies with giant monsters and stuff.
Aren't you supposed to be the pop culture icon guy?
Why? No, I don't know why. I don't watch
that. You've made a career out of pop culture references and music, and then you just go and just crap on all of our movies.
Nobody cares about space movies except you dorky nerds.
I'm a dorky nerd, so shut the fuck up.
Ashley, when's the last space movie you saw?
Forced to watch Star Wars. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I watched the first couple Star Warses. That's it. Georgia says sugar was the lizard people.
It probably was the motherfucking lizard people. Like, up to some shit, up to some shenanigans again.
I vote for Transformers, honestly.
Man,
looking at the monolith, it looks like Transformers.
If it was the Transformers, that's a transforming dildo. Like,
you know what it is?
We don't know what it is. It's 11 feet tall, so how do we know it's not a Transformer dildo?
I'm gonna give you guys the benefit of the doubt here, and I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna theorize that maybe it was aliens, but I'm gonna theorize that you know what aliens it was? It was the drunk college aliens who were like, let's go to the trailer park of Earth and fucking drop a can there and watch them lose their shit.
Oh, it's an alien can?
Yeah, they're like, we're just gonna put it there, and then we're gonna drop one another place, and then watch them all go. Ew! Ew!
Make that face again, please.
Somebody screenshot that.
You guys are like, it is so crazy.
Oh my god, an alien can. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah, it's their version of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Remember when they were out in the cornfields or whatever, and the cornfields they all had been mashed down, and we're like, how did that make that?
Those goddamn crop circles telling you they're just putting out directions everywhere. It's like we're goddamn GPS for the rest of the universe. This ain't funny.
Yeah.
Why are aliens Hicks in your mind? Is one question that I have.
No, it's the people that find
it's the people that find them.
Okay,
and that is always like the thing for me is like I would be foolish to assume that we as a species are the only things out here in this universe. Mm-hmm. That would be that would show a lot of hubris. Yes. And that's but what I'm also saying is no sentient alien with a sense of himself would stop on this hillbilly fucking planet to see what's going on here. We have country music awards. Are you kidding me?
Come on, Demetrius. We go to Florida on purpose.
Yeah, and that's to see the hillbillies.
To see Florida Man.
Yeah.
All right. I wanted to talk about this. And I wanted to know what you guys thought. Do you have a weird food habit, or like do something weird with food that most people wouldn't do? And I'm going to give you an example.
Take it away, sugar.
Okay, right. Well, first of all, I'm not eating carbs. So that's weird.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Yeah, weird as fuck. I miss bread.
Oh.
Okay. So I was making burritos the other day, and I've had several people order mayo and ketchup on their burrito.
What? No.
Oh.
No, you shame them and you keep their money.
Isn't that crazy?
It depends on what kind of burrito, though, because if it's a breakfast burrito, that's not off the table.
No, there's no scenario of any burrito
ketchup on
in
scrambled eggs. I like ketchup on scrambled eggs. That's not crazy.
Well, that's no.
See that? Well, there you go. That's your weird one.
Oh, well, then I guess that's my weird one.
No, that's good, but ketchup on tortillas. That's the part that's getting me. I can't. Yeah. No.
Why are we concentrating on
the ketchup part, not the mayo part?
One at a time. Go ahead, D.
What is a tortilla but a Mexican piece of sliced bread?
Well, Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't ketchup on bread.
I mean, you can just roll it up, and you don't put ketchup on bread.
No.
Have you ever eaten a sandwich?
Yes, or a cheeseburger or anything like that.
I put it on a bun. I can't think.
Never
of
put it on. What do you think the bun is made of?
How is a tortilla bread, but a bun is not bread, Andrew? Where's the logic here?
I've never put ketchup on bread before, but buns and hot dogs. That's a different thing.
Yeah. You never had broke ass hamburgers where you got the wheat bread and the hamburger in the middle?
Yeah. You never. Yeah, I'm sure you've eaten a couple of sliced bread cheeseburgers in your day. You know, because your mom like put some egg in it, and then she chopped up a bunch of vegetables because she only bought half a pound of hamburger, but she can only use a third of that to feed you. So she puts a bunch of shit in it to make it look like a big sized cheeseburger.
I have never had this sort of.
It sounds.
She's never engaged in this level of poverty. Apparently.
That's too
I
bad.
have a weird one.
Everybody should know that level of poverty.
It sounds to me like a meatloaf sandwich.
Burger.
A meatloaf sandwich is delicious. That's what it sounded like to me.
I have a weird food habit.
What?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, when I worked at the hospital, like if the cafeteria was closed, you'd be on like a 12-hour shift, and there would always be mayonnaise packets or whatever other kind of like ketchup, mustard, whatever, and saltines, and I would put mayonnaise all over saltines and eat it. Oh, I was like 20 pounds heavier too when I worked at the hospital. But
that is the whitest of white nachos I've ever heard.
The white nachos. Well, white girl nachos.
Did you at least have a drink?
I am like the whitest girl ever. But that was
sounds
so
like
good.
some shit that you would walk in and see somebody in a trailer eating.
Oh, well, I was,
depression.
Most nachos?
Yeah. You're like, Cletus, are you eating saltines and mayo again? He's like, you goddamn, you know it's Sunday, boy.
It sounds like a depression.
She's sitting there eating her mayonnaise and saltines. Also, in a code blue gets called. She's running over there.
Well, luckily I wasn't needed for those.
Poisoning. My stomach just went, ooh. Like you gave me diarrhea over the radio.
You know what you need for that? You need some cheese with. You need cheese in a can. That's what you need for those. Cheese in a can.
I have questions, Ashley.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I do. First, what about that combination like drew you to it? Second question, when was the first time you tried it? Third question, why the fuck did you share that?
It was the question. That's pretty weird. I don't think I've had it since like 2009. So
it's funny you ask what the first time you tried it. I always ask the same thing about lobsters. Like, who was the first one to ever try? Like you.
I got an answer for that.
I totally know the history of the lobster.
Of course you do.
I do.
Demetrius and sugar.
The first person to eat a lobster was a very hungry son of a bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
He was super hungry.
Lobsters used to be considered like food for poor people because it was kind of like giant insects of the ocean, and they looked weird, and people were over it. But then over time, when food gets super cheap, restaurants turn around and fancy it up. And they're like, I can buy this for 2 cents a pound. And that's what happened like with chicken wings. Chicken wings started off because they were so cheap. No one was using that part of the chicken. And so suddenly they started using it and became super trendy. And the same thing happened with lobster, but in the 1700s. Oh.
Why do you know that?
These have been fast facts with sugar.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead, Ashley. You can answer Demetrius now.
Yes.
So the first time I tried it, I was like, so I started out as a school aide, so they didn't give a shit about us when I worked there. So it's not like we ever got to be included in the potlucks or anything. So I would just find like whatever I could because I was starving and. I was like, oh, salt. This can't be bad. And so it wasn't. So I was like, I'm definitely sticking with this.
So the origin of this was that you were shunned from buffets and potlucks.
I've got this image. this image of them all having a potluck behind that big pane of glass where they show off the babies.
Yeah,
and Ashley just standing outside like, oh no,
she's eating saltine, putting mayo on them.
Just a single tear coming down her eye.
Staring at the pot roast with the wristband that says 6 pounds 7 ounces. You're like, oh, it looks so delicious.
And you know another weird part, you guys. She said she put them on a plate and then put mayonnaise on them. Like she didn't like nachos. She didn't just put mayonnaise on one at a time and eat it.
This is a whole preparation.
No, I didn't. No, there was no plate involved. It was just have it there was no plate. I don't know if I said that or
for some reason it makes me feel better because I just pictured you making it like nachos, like legit a plate of saltines with mayo all over.
It really is a depression snack because she was shunned by real teachers. So it really is a depression snack. I'm so sorry.
I know.
Oh no, it's okay. You guys, it's good. I want you to try it. I'm actually gonna go get some saltines.
I'm not gonna do that.
No. And you know what's crazy, Ashley, is we're black and we both were like, we're not eating that shit. We're not.
What?
I mean, we
mayonnaise is like a white person food, right?
It definitely is. We like Miracle Whip. We prefer
Miracle Whip for life.
I like Miracle Whip too, but they're two different tastes. So mayonnaise was more readily available.
Sperm.
Colleen, she drinks her drinks warm, which is odd to me. Coke, what is it? What's the thing? The Mike's Hard Lemonade. I don't know.
Let's correct this. She doesn't drink them warm. She drinks them room temperature, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
drinks at room temperature like sodas and stuff. And
you never left soda in the pantry and then gotten it because you don't have room in the fridge.
Well, but
I make room in the fridge for my soda.
You don't put. You realize the United States is the only country that has such an obsession with ice and everything, right?
I don't know.
I don't give a shit. I'm not forced to live anywhere but here.
Well, that's where we are.
I like ice.
You two,
but no, it's just,
all of you, for real. Out of all the things that you can glean from the immense knowledge that we have available, ice is America's bitch. Is that if that's the thing you want to spit out? Is America is the only one that has a fascination with ice?
It's true though. If you go to Europe, they do not put ice in your drink. It's true.
but ice makes a drink so much better. I mean, it's just
it makes it colder, which kills flavor.
I get so mad when I go to I know we've talked about fast food restaurants and stuff, but I get so pissed when it's like a giant pop and there's 3 ice cubes floating at the top. I'm like, no, this is not what I ordered.
Do you know what's funny?
Ice. I'm with you on that.
We went to as we talk about food things, Kara and I went to rallies, and it's a Herculean effort to get her to go to rallies. I know it's probably horse meat, but I love it. So we get there. And we get to the drive-thru, and let me just tell you, anybody who passes a drug screen at rallies probably is a murderer. But we get up there, and there's this huge chart that tells them exactly how high to fill the cups up with ice. It is per cup, per size, and it is literally 2/3 of the way full of ice is what they want. To leave you this much soda in a cup.
Ice robs you of actual soda. You buy a 20-ounce soda, you end up with 12 ounces because of all the ice.
Yeah. When I went to a basketball camp when I was young and trying to find my blackness.
Still looking.
Yeah. One of my coaches, we were going through the line and he goes like this, and he was an economics major at BG. So, and he thought he was really dope when he did this. So he goes, watch what I do here. He goes, I'm going to need a large cup of ice. And then he goes, and then I'm going to need a large Coke fountain, please. Yeah, and he with no ice. And then he goes like this. He goes, it costs them 2 cents to make this cup. And we pay $3 for it. I just want you to understand the economics of this whole situation.
That is genius. I'm gonna start walking out with 2 cups now, because then I get my full soda and I get my ice. It's genius. I've never even thought of that.
Well, I think they're hip to it now, because you can't even like order just ice. Like McDonald's is so stingy, you can't even get like a cup of ice water with a Happy Meal. They're like, no, you need to get a drink, and I'm like,
Jeez. Oh, this is interesting.
They know better.
Georgia says the U.S. is the only country that puts eggs in the fridge.
That is true.
Other countries put them on the counter. I thought they had to be in the fridge.
Only if you wash them. If they're fresh eggs, you can leave them on the counter for like 2 weeks, I think. But if you wash them because of the protective coating from the chicken's butt, I don't think that was the scientific part. But because of the coating, you don't have to wash them. You can leave them on the counter.
Really? All I'm going to see is chicken butts now.
Do you know what's going to ruin eggs for you? Eggs are basically like a chicken's period. That's gross.
What?
Can we not? I have like a whole coop of children, and I have to eat eggs a lot.
Here's another one Colleen does, and it drives me crazy every time. We have an air fryer. Her and her family, her kids love pizza rolls. And instead of putting them in the air fryer where they're delicious and crisp, they have to have them in the microwave. Like if I put them in the fryer,
hands down,
they will put them in the microwave. I'm like, they're soggy and nasty. Why would you put it? Yeah. That's not even American.
You know what I'd love to do?
It's right there on the package. They have microwave and oven instructions. They don't have air fryer instructions.
Look,
the air fryer does the same thing, but you can't put them in the microwave. Go ahead, Ashley, or go ahead, Demetrius.
This is like the only reason they have like oven and microwave instructions is because they can't say if you want to eat them the good way, which is in the oven, and the crappy way, which is in the microwave. Like that, the microwave is the nastiest way to make food. I just think, and pizza rolls are the worst because it turns them into a layer of rubber with like a middle of like molten lava.
Exactly.
You gotta chew through and bite and tear at, and then it explodes in your mouth.
It burns your mouth.
Yeah, like some lava porn star, and now your mouth is on fire, and you're like, I got baby pizza rolls I gotta spit out.
You guys, okay, well, because I am the pizza rolls microwave connoisseur, I'm just gonna let you in on a little secret, okay?
Oh, no.
I just keep proving how poor I was when I grew up, by the way. Okay, so you just
we
put
used
it
to leave them out in the sun.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Okay, so no, you pour yourself a glass of milk, put them in the microwave, 1 minute on each side, so they're like kind of exploded open. Cover them with salt. While they're piping hot, put it in your mouth, take a swig of your milk, let the milk cool it down.
How have you not had a heart attack?
It's so good. I don't know, honestly. I probably do.
Your answer to everything is throw salt on it.
You just described pizza roll cereal, which is absolutely disgusting.
She's like, what you got to do is you got to eat your pizza roll like you're doing a snake bite. Then you pop the pizza roll and then you lick your finger and then
you lick your finger with the salt and then you take the shot of the milk.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, it's so good. You're like, wow, are you an alcoholic?
So good.
Everything is turned into a shot for you. I need just a hit of turkey and then a shot of dressing.
There's one bar I worked at where they used to drink snake bites, like the owner and then all the employees would drink snake bites, and we'd always do our hand like this and to go get one and go snake bite. Psst.
I don't even know what a snake bite is, so
it's a shot.
So we have to do before we take it. What is it? I don't know what's this. Snake bite.
You a Broadway
I would have walked out of that bar if I ordered a snake bite and he's like, you got to do the hand thing.
Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm a big old drag queen, but that sounds like the gayest thing ever.
I'm going to have to quit. I'm snake bite. When you're a jet, you're a jet, you're a jet, snake bite.
You're a jet.
The snake bite.
The S is in there.
This is our turf, Charlie. You know who we are. We're the snake bites.
Ivory said she's got a weird one. I'm curious.
Oh, go ahead. By the way, Natasha says, what did I wake up to? We're talking about weird foods that are combinations that we go ahead. What do you got, Ivory?
I like the cinnamon twist from Taco Bell with sour cream.
Oh, you broke in Demetrius.
I'm sorry, Demetrius.
Demetrius. I mean, I guess that wouldn't be too far away from cream.
Yeah, sugar, you can taste it, can't you? The cinnamon twist with the hot cinnamon twist with the sour cream.
Girl, I got diabetes. I can be on those cinnamon twists.
Okay, the question is, what is your sour cream delivery system to the cinnamon? So like my little sister used to do it with hot Cheetos, but she would dip it right into the sour cream and get all the hot Cheeto dust in the sour cream and then just leave it in the fridge.
I know. It drives me crazy.
Tony does that.
Oh, I hate that.
Sarah
It's like,
does that with
like,
Doritos.
It's like, it's like take the scoop out, put it in a little bowl or something. Does not get Cheeto or a lot of the kids will do it with butter, like they'll
butter,
put some
cream
in butter,
cheese, sour cream, anything that you keep in the refrigerator. Once my kids touch it, it's over with for me. I don't want it anymore.
Oh my god! Oh god! The other day, Josie, my 2-year-old, she was drinking some orange juice. She didn't finish it. Oh, and I took a drink of orange juice and I tasted backwash, and I'm like,
why?
You can taste it. You can tell when a kid has touched something else. It just tastes like
you don't
breath.
Eat
it
after
tastes like breath
kid.
or spit or some other odd entity like peanut butter. One time my son, he like drank out of my pop and then I joined to drink right after he had peanut butter like around his mouth and I tasted it and I'm like, why?
My mom did that once with a cigarette.
Wait, what do you?
I used to, when my mom, when I was younger, my mom would make me her gopher, and so she'd make me go get a soda, and then I'd always grab her old one to throw it away. And she'd always have a little bit left, and I'd steal the last drink and everything.
Put a cigarette in it.
And then one time she wasn't thinking, she put a cigarette out in it, and did it to me, and I went and like this. That ended. That ended
after that. Yeah,
that ended it. That was done.
That's how you break people. Is bring someone with that nasty habit. All right. Does anyone else have any weird food, or should we move on?
I eat. I eat my French fries with ketchup and mayonnaise. Like,
oh
together.
no, that's good, girl. Right. And when I was little, I would like mix my ketchup and mayo. Be like, I'm making my French dressing. I thought it was so fancy.
I can't believe you guys can see a difference between saltines and mayonnaise and French fries and mayonnaise. It's really not that much of a difference.
And one's cracker.
Yes, there is. One is a potato and one is made with flour.
Well, potato flour.
Difference.
Nice try, Ashley.
Right. Yeah, I know.
We don't need to hear any more about your hillbilly lunchable.
Go try it.
You were the worst Jedi ever.
Hillbilly lunchable. So I got this buddy of mine, and he got a I think it was a text message over the weekend, and all the text message he had just met this person, so it was that night. So like it's bar close time, and he gets this message that says nudes ?
Yes.
And then
was it a story about me?
No, it was my friend Jeffrey, and Jeffrey says the worst part is he's super handsome, and I'll probably let it slide. but my point is like that if someone's they don't like, there's no way you're going to get a relationship out of this person if the first thing that they ever send you after you meet is nudes ? There was
maybe he's looking to have
buddy.
Yeah, maybe he's looking to have an existential conversation about the state of our society, and that's how he opens it up.
I can tell you, in the gay community, that's how most marriages start: is nudes ? Like, okay, that's just like a shake in the hand.
I can honestly say I've never heard that wedding story at a reception where they're like, oh, it was great. We met at the bar. We had a few drinks. We hit it off. I gave him my number.
How many weddings have you been to, though?
More than I care to admit. And he goes, but he gave me his number, and then like a half hour later, I just got this text. It was so beautiful. It was nudes ? And I instantly fell in love.
Well, that is, you fall in love once you get the dick pic. That's when you fall in love.
It's like like at the reception when they run that slideshow of like the couple having like when they met, and then throughout their relationship, them in a park, them like throwing food at each other, and then it starts off with click and a huge picture of a cock, and you're like, this is the first pick that brought us together.
Oh,
that is true love right there.
Like,
true love.
Yeah,
I'm emotional right now.
I knew he was the man for me when I saw it wasn't as veiny as I'd liked.
Oh my God.
It had a curve in it, which I swear looked like a heart. And I knew it was for me. Like, I just...
Who you're talking to.
This is significant other, the sig of. So I don't know, any relationship that starts like that, I feel it really doesn't have a chance. If that's the way you feel about the person from the beginning, really.
I disagree. I think I think you can only go up from there.
I don't know. All my friends are whores, and that's how you get a long-term relationship.
Yeah, but do any of them have a long-term relationship?
Yeah, good point.
I have had them in the past.
Did they start off with dick pics?
How long is long-term?
How long? Yeah, are we talking like human years or like what a dog year would break down into?
First of all, that's advanced math, so already you've lost me. But no, I've had two decently long term. One was 3 years, on and off. That's long term.
Did you say on and off?
Yeah.
On and off isn't long term.
Get this shit.
Those are all separate relationships.
Yeah.
I've twice been cheated on, and he cheats on me with fat white chicks, and I get so triggered. I'm like, excuse me.
Wow.
I mean, Sugar, do you see your picture? You're a fat white chick.
There's so much to unpack there that we'll just
I know. I know.
This is definitely going into a different.
It's like, are you literally yelling at kettles?
First of all, it's like, okay, long term isn't on and off, on again, off again.
3 years.
I know, dude. You're over 3 decades old. You had a 3-year relationship. Is not a long term relationship.
What the fuck? It really is. In my time, I had two probably 3-year relationships. Those are both long term. Bitch.
Whoa.
I break up and then start again. It's a new relationship.
I went from serial dating to 10-year marriage to divorce to engaged. So
here's another thing. Sugar, real quick. So Sugar's obsessed with the show The Crown, which I didn't know what it was, and
yes,
I read an article on it yesterday. Basically, it's supposed to be the true story of
nerds caring about the Queen.
Of Queen Elizabeth and her family, and they're on the Diana season right now, where she's kind of the focus of the season. It's a big show. Lot of
huge
controversy though on this show because Sugar swears by The Crown.
Oh my God, I'm so obsessed.
Yeah, watching it episodes over and over.
Sugar become Oprah.
and then Ashley posts, I watched The Crown first couple episodes, man, couldn't get into it, and that triggered Sugar so bad.
It really did. I was like, what the fuck, Ashley?
Aw, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I was definitely, so when I was 10, Princess Diana dying was a very huge moment.
Oh yeah.
And there's nothing about her at all for a really long time.
Not in the first season. It's when she's the young queen. It's the first season she's 20, doesn't know what to do as queen. But it really does start off as a slow show, but that bitch builds and gets dramatic, and then you get so into it, you're the drama. It's a very British drama. So the queen raises her eyebrow in a certain way, you go ooh.
I mean, I am interested to see more, but I want to know,
just keep watching it. I promise it gets so good.
No, I want you to tell me where to start, where it's interesting. Yeah. I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna need you to tell me where to jump in when it's hot.
Right.
Yeah. In season 1, it gets really good because Winston Churchill's still around being an alcoholic racist. So that's just a lot of interesting TV to watch.
I'm curious if you understand who you're trying to describe and sell this show to.
I know.
Hey, Demetrius, you should watch The Crown because it's got Winston Churchill being a racist dick.
Winston Churchill's in there. It's a whole series on Winston Churchill.
I just want to go like this. Okay, what year was this? Like 1940, right?
Yeah,
everybody was a racist in the 40s. That is not like everybody wants
they don't show that part of
how we are today.
No, but Churchill gets real sassy with the queen. So start like that towards the end of season 1, girl. It gets so good. It gets so good.
You did not sell it.
No.
Listen, you try to make me like defend things at like 7 in the morning, and I don't even like my ambient's not even worn off yet.
You are not the person I'm sending to Taco Bell corporate to get me back the Mexican pizza.
I need some more conviction.
Bring back the Mexican pizza.
I know them. Are you serious right now? The Mexican pizza is devastating. That it's the greatest thing they've ever had on the menu. I don't even understand.
I haven't been back
the only thing I ever got
since.
It is the only thing I ever got, and I haven't been back since they can. Like we went once, or Colleen went for me, and I'm like, grab me Mexican pizza. She's like, they don't have them anymore, because I didn't know when the cutoff was. I know they, sometimes they make the announcement, and then a couple weeks later, and I'm like, give me Mexican pizza, and then she said they don't have them anymore. I'm like, dude, I don't.
Here you go. You want to know the craziest thing?
I guess whatever. I don't know. I didn't even know
the craziest thing. So they've got the quesarito. Mm-hmm. You can order the quesarito through the app, or you can order it through like DoorDash or another delivery service. They have the ingredients, they have the pricing in their register, but you can't walk into Taco Bell and order the quesarito. You can only do it through an app.
How did you discover that? And
because I tried to order it in the drive-thru, and they're like, you can only order it through the app.
Do you know America is the only one that is super focused on ordering the quesarito through the app? It's that and
it's an American thing. Georgia says
capitalism thing.
Georgia says back to the Crown. She says, after this season, I'm convinced the royal family killed Diana. Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, we all already knew that in the 90s.
Well, I didn't, because I was a nerd in the 90s. I had no idea.
You're a nerd now.
It's never been confirmed, but here's the thing. So the royal family is protesting the show because they're like, no, that's not how it really happened. And they're like, really? Okay, well, how about this?
Balderdash!
First of all,
Johnny, get me my solicitor. We are going to the court right now.
so the Netflix
These
says,
are the worst impersonations.
Netflix said, oh, that didn't really happen like that. Okay, well, we're gonna fact check the show for you, because the royal family is saying it's fake. It's a made up show.
So they're saying that the fictional dramatization of real life events isn't real. I'm shocked.
Well, but here's the thing.
I say.
So Netflix says, cool, we're gonna fact check it for you, and then the royal family's like, no, we're good.
Yeah, actually, please don't fact check the Crown. No, the Crown actually, like it'll say, and you can like dive into like behind the episodes and shit. It's so interesting. But there's certain like conversations where it's just like her and one other person. So obviously they fictionalize those, but they go by like all of these old accounts, and they interviewed like 1 billion people who worked in like the House of Windsor. So it's like they get a lot right. And of course some of it fictionalized, but like the way that the Iron Lady was curtsying to the crown, like it looked crazy. People are like, why is she doing that in the show? But it's like it's how she curtsied. What?
Sugar. When we talking about the Iron Maiden and Winston Churchill, they would never put you out on a promotional tour to try to sell anything.
I like the weird shit about him.
Hold on. There's this great show about the Iron Maiden and Winston Churchill. Oh my God, you have to watch. They're like, get the fuck out of here.
Iron Lady, first of all, an Iron Maiden is a torture device, and the Iron Lady was Britain's first female prime minister.
Right.
God damn it. No, it's so good. And I just like, I get caught up in like the historical minutia. I'm like, I'm like, let's learn about lobsters.
Then when you learn about lobsters?
What is happening right now?
I don't know. All right.
Her day drugs are kicking in.
Yeah.
No, it's my no drugs still, guys.
I was going to say, sounds like the Ambien is actually kicking in, and you should be telling a way better story, Sugar, on that stuff.
Thank you. All right, Ivory, do you want to... I don't think it's
Canadian
right.
Ambien.
This is not working right. Ivory, you got ratchet horoscopes for the week?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Gentlemen, it's time for Ivory's ratchet horoscope.
Woohoo!
Yes. Good morning, y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Great. So we're gonna kick it right off. I am your back alley astrologer, Ivory Star. This is my ratchet astrology report for the week. So we're gonna kick it off with Sagittarius because it is Sagittarius season. Hey, Sagittarius, overwork much. Take time to look at your physical health. It is the season, so enjoy a fresh start. Somebody talking back there? I hear some music or something going.
Something's going on. I don't. Again, you think your kids are waking up?
It's Jesus piping in the Christmas music for this.
I have a Christmas tree back there, so I'm safe. All right. So listen. Those dreams. Start chasing those dreams like the dad from Taken, Sagittarius. They make sure you don't bite off more than you can chew, and put some energy into transferring and some shit around and tidying up your space. We got Capricorn.
Can I make a suggestion real quick?
Yeah.
If you're chasing down your dreams, you probably don't want to chase them down like Liam Neeson and Taken.
That's exactly how you want to chase your shit.
You literally probably just want to like make your dreams a little comfortable to be around you.
Hell no.
Not go, hey dreams, I got a certain set of skills.
Hell yeah, that's exactly what you want to do.
Now
Chase that shit down.
Your dreams have shit themselves, and they don't want to be caught by
and now
you.
They're your bitch. They are your dreams. You're either going to let them beat your ass, or you're going to beat your dreams' ass into submission.
Yes. I like
Capricorn, how do your relationships help encourage your ambitious nature? This is a time to weigh your responsibilities, experiment with your routine, tap into your inner influencer this weekend, and you just might be heard. Ask for what you want. So if you got some ideas you want to put out, maybe it's time to tap into that inner influencer, get on social media, kick that shit off. All right, Aquarius, listen. Choose your words wisely and speak the fuck up. If you feel unheard, maybe you're spreading yourself too thin, and it's time to focus on your schedule and the shit that matters. How would you like to add to your space? Maybe seek out a small business that offers what you're looking for quality over quantity when you're shopping for your home. So Aquarius, maybe you need to focus on your space, get you a picture, go find you a local artist, draw you some shit on your wall. I don't fucking know. Find somebody who blow glass or some shit, and add some cool shit to your space.
I need you to control your face while you're listening to this. He's just making the he's like, well,
no, I like it. I love it. I love it. He's like my condescending uncle who's like, oh, here comes that weird ass piece of mine.
I just honestly, I think sometimes when like you put stuff out there, you need to be a little more specific, like, a glass blowing artist, not just somebody who blows glass. That could be, that could be a guy out in the parking lot of Stable Lot, just like,
maybe the universe is telling them to try crack. I don't know.
You don't know what the universe has in store.
You don't know what it means. I just said blow glass. I just say what I say.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the universe has never actually directed anybody to smoke crack.
Actually, the universe tries to direct me to smoke crack all the time.
That's probably not in the universe's plan.
The way it beats people's ass sometimes, you could probably guess otherwise. But Pisces.
Ooh, I'm a fish. Here I is.
The dreamy fish. Okay, how you rolling with them punches out there, Pisces? You rolling? Mm-hmm. You might be. Best way to get through this tough transit this week is loosen up and get your creative ideas flowing. Take the lead. You got this. If you a single fish, you will have opportunity to meet someone with some potential love matches. So keep your options open. If you a booed up fish, you might be ready for the next level. And it might be time for honesty hour with your boo thing. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, I'm one of them single fish.
You a single fish?
Mm-hmm.
You will just keep swimming, baby. You're gonna find a school real soon.
Is this horoscope just for today or for
this is for your week? That's just for the whole day. So don't go out fucking people if you're a single fish and looking for possible love matches every day this week. Just kind of
Does it
look
spread
like somebody
that
that
shit
goes out
out
fucking
to the
people?
weekend. So don't.
I'm really glad that you clarified that because I was
Yes,
really
I'm
about to,
sorry.
like,
I forgot who I was talking to.
Yeah.
Here.
I'm sitting here Pisces wise, just wondering who my love connection is going to be now.
I don't know. Keep looking. Chris.
Yeah, don't you?
Yeah.
Aw.
Keep swimming.
Yeah.
Just
There's
keep
some
swimming.
Chris,
to wait.
there's somebody in the grocery store who's gonna look at you that you can misinterpret that look and then kidnap and put in the trunk.
I swear.
I swear. Okay, I will admit this embarrassing fact.
I did kidnap somebody once.
No.
One time.
That's not embarrassing. That's just boss.
Oh my God.
I have legit like completely misinterpreted woman flirting with me, and I haven't done anything about it. Like I haven't like pursued it because then you realize that she wasn't actually flirting with you. That's just her job. But I've stood in line at the checkout with the checkout lady who's being super nice and everything, and I've like mentally imagined my life with her.
Oh my God.
like I know nothing about this woman. I know nothing about her, and I've mentally been like she's being nice to me, and really, and I'm thinking, okay, well this could go somewhere, all right. And I'm imagining, and then by the end of it, it ends in like divorce and me destitute and all this stuff, and then I realize that she's just a bitch.
That's definitely a Pisces trait, right?
Yes, that's definitely. He took it way too far. This lady doesn't even know you. How you gonna call her a bitch and get a divorce?
No. In my head, that's just where in my head he eventually became one.
All she said was, "Do you want paper, fucking plastic?" And now you divorcing her and calling her a bitch. Like, wow.
Wait a minute. How many groceries do you get that you can picture this whole scenario before you're done checking out?
Cheese with saltine crackers and mayo.
Right.
My sad bachelor items.
You're only one person. Anyway, all right, keep going.
All right. Anyways, we're going on to Aries. Aries.
Nobody wants to delve more into this Tiefel thing. Like nobody. We're not gonna scrap the rest of Ratchet horoscopes because he has just shown some serial killer like shit.
Demetrius, don't go past the surface.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I'd rather not. I am a fucking cold case connoisseur. I watch a lot of forensic TV. It could go a lot of fucking places for me. So we just gonna leave Tiefel.
Like every crime show we watch.
He can continue. He can continue to fantasize with cashiers and
if I were to ever actually do something like that, like kidnap somebody or like murder somebody or anything like that,
I'm going to find out.
Like you all would be interviewed for the documentary, and like nobody would say like we didn't see it coming.
Right?
He was such a nice guy.
Go ahead, Sugar.
Does anyone else have like planned out contingencies of like how they would kill people and get away with it? Because I definitely
do. Never.
No. Okay. Well, what I would do is give them a hot shot of heroin and leave like drug paraphernalia all over their house. And the police would show up and be like, just another junkie, and not really even look into it. And that's how I would get away with murder.
Oh, no, they would look into it. You obviously don't watch the shows.
You don't. Yeah.
I'm assuming.
You thought this out poorly.
Yeah, Chris and Sugar are both Pisces, I'm assuming, right?
I was sitting next to a lady at a get-together one time, or a gathering, like I don't know, it was an award. I can't remember what it was, an award show or something. And I was sitting there, and I didn't know this lady, but we were sitting next to each other, and we were starting a conversation. And at some point, she said, I could take an icicle and stab you.
And the evidence would melt.
And get away with it because the evidence would melt. I'm like, first of all, I barely know you.
First of all, that's season 5, episode 23 of NCIS. So chill out. You're not the first person to ever try to shoot somebody with an ice bullet.
And how big of an icicle would it have to be to kill you?
I know. Like it wouldn't have melted by the time it got through like the first protective layer.
All right, Ivory, go ahead.
All right. Aries, have you been putting off some big projects lately? You may need to address anything you've been procrastinating on. Pay close attention to your finances, reconstruct your goals, and maybe an online class, a hiking trail that doesn't involve killing anybody, please and thank you. Or maybe you try a new recipe, but get that mind working. Taurus, bullheaded assholes. It can be challenging to juggle family matters with work, but it's possible if you stay organized. Take some time to reflect on how you can better support yourself and remove distractions. You're ready to switch gears and invest your time towards creating a more stable financial future. Gemini.
Real quick, I know when Chris puts his diaper on, his beard diaper, that it's time for him to go. So
nobody, make sure you walk in the same tracks that you make up to the house when you're taking the body out.
Please stop giving him ideas and tips. We don't. All right, now I better not hear any headlines within the next 3 days. Kroger cashier comes up missing without a trace.
So she won't suspect the Meyer cashier.
All right, Chris.
Meyer cashier probably kick your ass.
Probably. All right, have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Chris.
All right, go ahead.
All right, moving on. Gemini, make your life easier with some careful budgeting. You in a relationship? It's time for you to become more open with your partner so that you can reach a shared goal faster. This weekend, you may find yourself drawn towards spending time on creative or artistic projects. Indulge your senses and get inspired. Fucking Gemini. Cancer, time to check in. Feeling torn in different directions? Well, this week you have a chance to refocus starting today. Cut ties with what doesn't serve you. Have you been focusing all your energy on spending and saving? Take a break and reconnect with your purpose. Why the fuck are you doing all this spending and saving, Cancer? Figure it out and get back to your goal. And take a break and reconnect with purpose, aka find out why the hell am I doing all of this? Express your inner truths, decorate your space, and maybe get a plan or some shit. Leo, I don't know. Leo, feeling a little off your game? Break out of your routine and try some new things to find your confidence. During this time of active planetary action, because it's all kind of shit going on, full moons, eclipses, stellums, and quincunx, and all type of shit I'm not explaining to y'all. But you can how can you love yourself more fully, Leo? You know what I'm saying? Remove distractions and you'll find a new ambition to secure wealth. Virgo! Not so virgins. What's wasting your time this week? Inconsistencies will be brought to the light. Get creative and take advantage of energy to get organized. Explore your possibilities. You can find yourself attracted to a new career path, Virgo.
Yes, Virgo.
Yes, need some new shit to do. Need a new way to sell some masks, anything like that. You know, this might be the week to do it.
God damn it.
I don't know. Duality. Okay, balance, I guess. Libra, where would you like your goals to take you? It's time to evolve and readjust. Get in touch with your spiritual side and take a day for R&R this weekend, Libra. So it's time to go find yourself, do some soul searching. Scorpio, you craving some alone time? Like always, you moody motherfuckers. Seem like everybody else has an opinion on how you should be getting your shit together. You are the one that holds the answer. Think outside the box. This weekend, indulge in some intimacy and romance. All right. And I believe that is everybody on the Ratchet Astrology Report. I hope this helped you all.
Yeah. Ivory and her hood horoscopes. All right, before we get out of here, Sugar, you got any celebrity sleeves before we go?
Joe Biden's kind of a celebrity. He's our president-elect. Love him. He just had his first, but definitely not his last slip and fall fracture accident of his presidency.
You don't know.
He did. He was playing with his dog, Champ, and slipped and fell, fractured his ankle. So I think it's just going to be the first.
He's got a hairline fracture in his foot.
Yeah. So
not his ankle. He didn't fracture his ankle.
Oh, I'm sorry. As you're
fucking old to be falling.
Like right fucking next to each other. How dare you? It wasn't his ankle. It was his foot. God, Demetrius, you just like anytime anyone else is talking, you have the most condescending expression on your face.
Not
anyone else. Like anyone else is talking, you're like.
Your opinion doesn't make it
Joe
right.
Biden not fall though, because he's like got like 4 years left, and we know once old people start falling, if the hip goes, then it's over with.
It's gonna be next, honey. The hip's gonna be next.
Yep, and I'm telling you, once it's the hip, it's over with for everything else.
Sugar, Demetrius looks like that to everyone.
I never
looks everyone like that.
That's my regular face.
Oh, he does not like other people talking. It just makes him mad.
Kelly, I always say it to Colleen, I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, nothing's wrong. It's just my face. Will you stop asking me?
She has resting bitch face.
Yes, it does.
Well, Demetrius's face isn't really resting. His is very expressive.
It's very expressive.
Expressive bitch face would be more like it. But
thank you, Ashley. I'm glad it's not me saying it. I'm like,
oh no, I see it too.
Okay, God bless.
Love you, D.
All right,
I love you too, Ed.
Final thoughts, everybody? Final thoughts before we get out of here? All right, for Demetrius, Nicodemus, Sugar, Vermont, Toledo's Drag Queen, Eastside Southside Gina, Ashley P, and of course, Ivory, Star, and Chris Tiefel. I'm Andrew Z. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Come on.